You know what I believe to be the number one factor that leads to a person's success or lack of success? That thing, in my opinion, is singularity of focus or the lack of it. See, we live in a day and age where we're told ever since we're young that if you just work hard enough, you're going to achieve your goals. But then you get into college, you go out of college, you end up in debt, you end up not knowing where you're going in life, and every single year it's like the results you achieved this year are the same as last year, are the same as the one before. Sure, there were some differences, but mainly those results didn't change. And you see, here's the thing. When you have that singularity of focus, it allows you to trim off all the fat, so to speak, and focus on just one thing at a time. Most of us don't have the singularity of focus because we don't know where we're going. And most of us don't have that mentality because we don't believe that our results are possible. You may think I'm wrong, but let me explain. If you were told with 100% certainty that if you did X, Y, and Z, you are going to be a millionaire within 3 or 4 years, 100% guaranteed, would you do that thing or no? Especially if you liked it. 90-something% of you guys will probably say yes. And here's why. That certainty that you're going to achieve your goal. But instead, most of us are going through life drifting and we're unable to focus on just one goal at a time because we're not super certain as to whether or not we will achieve it. This could be in the form of mentorship and coaching. This could be in the form of just a lack of ambition because we're too afraid to put ourselves out there. And the third one, which is a huge one, is what if. Always asking what if, what if, what if. But in my life, guys, ever since I developed that singularity of focus, that laser focus, that razor sharp focus, everything has changed and everything has started to go upwards because I am actively associated with my goals. I associate with my goals knowing that I am eventually going to achieve them. I don't think, what if this goes wrong? What if this goes wrong? First of all, those thoughts don't pop up in my head. And if they do, if God forbid things did go wrong, I will always have an opportunity to reassess things. You see, when things go wrong, the stupidest thing you could do is just quit and leave. But the smart thing to do is reassess and see where you went wrong and then improve from there. Most successful people, actually let me rephrase that, every single successful person that you know has failed their way to success. It's called failing forward. They took stepping stones, they failed, they reassessed and they readjust, they got higher. They failed, they reassessed, they readjust, they got higher. But most of us, because we're so afraid of failure and we're afraid of what people will say about us when we fail, quote unquote fail, right? Which most of the times it's not that big of a deal anyways. We let those hold us back from our goals and from what we actually want in life. Think about this and be realistic with me. Take an inventory of 10 random people that you know, not necessarily your brothers or sisters or family members or whatever, but 10 people you know. Just choose 10 random people that you know fairly well. And then ask yourself, do these people truly live the life they want to live, have the kind of money they want to have, make the kind of money they want to make, are with the kind of person that they want to be with, are in the type of relationship they want to be in? And ask yourself those questions. Is this person living the type of life they want to live? Are they making the type of money they want to make? Are they in the type of relationship that they really want to have, type of spouse that they have? Are they someone who they really want to be with, or they just settled with? What you'll notice is that most of these people aren't really living to their full potential, their true potential in these cases. And the reason isn't because they're dumb or stupid, it's just that they don't know how to get to their goals. They know where they are, but they don't know where they're going. The fact that they don't know where they're going is the reason why they're not succeeding. And listen guys, this is so obvious. It's so obvious and every single person knows this. Obviously, if you want to go from goal A to goal B or C or D or even Z, obviously you have to know where you are and where you're going and you have to have a game plan to get there. But most of us, we don't have the game plan because we don't believe it's even possible. Most of us associate with people who don't have the results we want, and because they don't have the results we want, we take their advice and we fail at it because of that, because they don't have the results we want. And then we suffer, we don't get the results we want, we don't have that singularity of focus because deep down we don't believe it's possible. If we really believed it's possible, we wouldn't be hesitating in that. Now you might look at a person who's well-rounded, quote unquote, and he's doing decent in this area of their life, they're doing decent in that area of their life, they're doing decent in that area of their life. It could be fitness, it could be their marriage, it could be their job. But well-roundedness doesn't always mean that they're really successful. In my opinion, at least, if you're really successful, you're very strong in at least one thing. That's the value that you bring to the table. You've developed that singularity of focus on that one thing until you've become a master at it, elite at it, great at it, and then that thing eventually will be able to give you the money you want. It will make you a higher value man. It will allow you to attract a specific type of person that's in sync with your values because you have that singularity of focus, and you become the person who is special in that field because you were very, very focused on it. For example, example, me and this YouTube channel. I started this journey a little over 2 years ago, but ever since I started, I've been laser focused on this. Because I've been laser focused on this, I've gotten better and better and better and better and better. Every day I'm doing just a little bit better than the day before. Now that little bit better than the day before is eventually going to compound on itself where there's exponential growth, and that exponential growth to me means a lot because it's important to me. Why? Because when you focus on something with laser focus and you reassess and you readjust, you eventually achieve the goals you want. And that's the position that I'm in right now. I'm telling you from experience. Just be laser focused in order to be the person who is an elite level in your own fields, and then you're gonna see that you're getting better, better, and better, and better, and your confidence is improving, 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 because you know that you have something of value to bring to the table when it comes to whatever field you choose.